Hey, yeah.
So today, hi, can you hear me? We're back. Lovely, thank you. So today we're going to look at grammar. We're going to look at speaking. We're going to look at critical thinking, and we're going to look at emotional intelligence. Okay. So with grammar, we're using prefixes of negation and attitude to change the meaning of words from positive to negative. Okay, we're going to also read a story, talk about good behavior and honesty, and we are going to look at understanding the importance of telling the truth, even when it's difficult and you feel scared. Okay, emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is understanding the importance of being honest and having a good attitude, and then learning that being naughty and irresponsible can get you into trouble. Okay, so let's begin. There are 12 negative prefixes in English. So you have anti, non, an, an, ab, un, dis, a, in, im, ilig. Now, can you think of any words beginning with the following on the screen? Just raise your hand and the teacher will come to you. What words you can think about?
Did you understand the question? What ma'am is saying? There are some words
So
with
think of a word or words.
words with anti, words with none, words with all.
Okay, let's look at something a little bit simpler. So when you use the word I am, what do you think? But negative, it's all negative. What can you say? So for example, you can use the word impact, 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 how it affects the person, whatever you do, how it affects yourself and others around you. Okay. Another word is un, unwilling. It's negative, so you're not prepared to assist. You're unwilling. You have another word, dis. Disappointed is another word with a negative prefix. Can anyone else think of something else? Just
Anyone
put
can
your
think of
hand up. A negative prefix beginning with A. What would you say? You could say, I am angry. I am annoyed. Yes? Everybody understand? Let's use another. We have IL. What do you think when you say negative? What words you can think about using IL? You can think of illegal. Yeah, illegal is another word. And then IG. What can you think about with IG? Ignite. And look at another word, dishonest. DIS, dishonest is another word beginning with the prefix DIS. Okay. Now let's look at prefixes of attitude and how they change. They can change words. So what shoes are most comfortable? Trainers or school shoes? What do you think? Just put your hand up. Teacher will come with the mic.
which shoes are comfortable to you.
I have comfortable the trainer's shoes.
Trainers. Good. Have any of you
trainer's shoes.
ever worn uncomfortable shoes that make you say, ouch? Any of you? Just put your hand up if you've had uncomfortable shoes. Yes?
Yes.
Good. Okay, so let's move along. Here we go. Now, we have prefixes, which are called prefixes of attitude. So when you're speaking, these prefixes, they actually change the meaning of the words, okay? So co, with, or joint, if you look at the screen, we have counter, in opposition to, anti as against, pro as on the side of. So co means with, company, or joint. Counter means if you're having a discussion, you're having a debate, your counter argument in opposition to what's being discussed, anti against, that's how you feel about something, and then pro as on the side of. Okay, so we're going to do a little quiz together. Okay, here we go. So when you work together, what do? What's the word? You cooperate. Yes? Are teachers anti-homework or pro-homework? What do you think? Just raise your hand and teacher will come to you with the mic. What do you think? I think teachers are pro-homework. Let's ask you a question. Are you anti-homework or pro-homework? All those who are anti-homework, raise your hand. All those are pro-homework, raise your hand. So all the anti-homework, raise your hand a moment or not. Okay. And pro-homework. Okay. Excellent. Yes.
I like to do homework.
Wonderful. Very good. Let's move along. Thank you so much.
Homework.
You like homework. Good. Okay, so we're going to learn about vocabulary use. A school trip to the museum. So in the museum, you have particular things like artifacts. Some people may like going to the museum. Some people may not. So they may find it boring. Certain is when you are sure of something. I am certain to do my homework after class. If you haven't done well in your homework and your teacher says redo, what do you think that means? Redo this question for me. What do you think that means? It means to do it again. Yeah? Okay. What happens when you slip? Can anyone put their hand up to answer that? When you slip, what does that mean? Does anyone know what it means to slip? So you're running and you fall over. What does that action represent? The actual falling, you slipped and you fell. Yeah? Huge. What does that mean? Anyone can tell me what huge means? Yes.
I hurt myself.
I heard, okay, you slip and you hurt yourself, correct. So tell me, what do you think huge means? Huge.
Somebody say, somebody can. What is the meaning of huge?
Huge means large.
Absolutely. Very big. According to the screen, it says very big. Very good. And what is a trip? Can anyone tell me what does trip mean? Not fall over, but this one is you taking a trip to the park, a trip to the museum. Yes? Mm-hmm. Okay. What is a museum? Do you know
Mister,
what that word means?
What is the meaning of museum? Museum means
a building where a historical
Mm-hmm.
historical,
Mm-hmm.
scientific and artistic things are kept there.
Good. Very good. So it's a place where there's a lot of history. There's a lot of artifacts. Yeah. Things made by people that are of historical interest. An exhibit, what do you think exhibit is? Anyone? So you go to the museum. Anyone can put their hand up and tell me what exhibit means?
exhibit means what?
Exhibit means something to show, to display. Yes? Okay. So because you have artifacts, some things in a museum may be really precious. So if they get broken, or if anything was to fall or anyone has to slip and fall whilst displaying these items, it's irreplaceable. Can anyone tell me what irreplaceable mean? Yeah, just put your hand up and teacher will come round with the microphone.
Impossible to replace if lost or damaged.
Correct. Yes, so you have to be very careful. How the people who put the museum, they have the artifacts on display, they have to be very careful how they're placing it for you to see it. Okay. What do you think the word cross means? Or crossly, what do you think that word means? Mm-hmm.
A little bit angrily.
Right? So it comes from the verb cross, to cross. So cross means I'm cross with you, I'm a little bit upset with you. Crossly is the adverb, right? So a little bit angrily. Okay, what does uncertain mean? Do you know?
Somebody knows?
Unsure.
Unsure. Okay, so if we go through the other words here, so lost, so you're unable to, I'm lost, you don't know where you are, you can't find your way. Honest, to speak the truth. Fragile, which is easily broken. So you have a plate or a glass, it's fragile. Bone, a piece of hard white material that makes a skeleton. And then skeleton, the framework of bone that makes up human or an animal body. Yeah? Okay, so we're just going to move along now. Here we go. So it's a school trip to the museum. Here we go. So if you look at this, if you look at the whole picture, mom is speaking with the children. So it says, ark,